this morning. No toilet, no fresh water, no shelter. Could this really be paradise? We'll meet the 26-year-old who's trying to set up an eco-friendly community on a remote Pacific island. Here's something that some people might think would make them happy. Dreaming of an escape to paradise. Others have a vision of something even bigger and better. Two 26-year-olds, Ben Keane and Mark Bonus, are a good example. With no experience and little money, they set about making their vision a reality on a remote Fijian island.
Their objective was to gather a tribe of people and build an eco-tourist village. A unique documentary begins tonight, and it follows the tears and the tantrums and the trials involved in getting such a challenging venture underway. We're going to speak to Ben in just a moment. First, though, here's a little of what we can expect.
What happens when two 20-somethings start an online community? Rent a desert island in Fiji.
This is where dreams will be made.
And invite random people from across the world to come and build an ideal eco-village. Well, this is their story.
We have begun a personal adventure to build a new community in a land far, far away.
I think she's making a massive mistake.
Every single person who's involved in this wants it to succeed. How can it fail?
We're a few days away from going bankrupt here.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago, and Ben's with us now. Bankrupt yet?
No, still going. We've
Good.
survived.
Good, because it was. It was I watched the first episode, and it was one of those things you thought, blimey, oh no, oh dear, because it seemed very tense setting up this whole project.
It was very tense, and we didn't know what was going to happen. And you look back on it and you think, what the hell were we doing? But then we have actually started to live a dream with a lot of people now. But it's been an amazing adventure, and we're still going.
So tell us how it all started. What did you decide to do?
Well, I got an email out of the blue from Mark Bonus, a guy I'd never met, from Liverpool, and he said, I'm looking at linking an internet community with a real-world community, sort of taking a MySpace and giving it a real-world space to do something. And can we do this on an island? And I said, no, that's stupid. And then I couldn't get it out of my head. And the next thing I knew, I was Googling for desert islands, and on my way to Fiji. And Mark and I didn't have any money. We just paid for the actual flight on a credit card. Right. We sat on this beautiful island of Vorovoro with the chief, Tui Mali, in Fiji, and we talked about the internet and the world, and building a community alongside him that would be sustainable, would protect his environment, and would also create jobs for his people.
So you leased the island for 3 years.
That's right.
How much did that cost?
It cost us £47,000 for the lease. So we didn't have that money up front. We came back and started the website, tribewanted.com, and said for between £120 and £360, you can join this online project and get time to stay on the island. And lots of people started to do it.
So you pay the basic amount. You get, what is it, 2 weeks on the island?
Between 1 and 3 weeks, yes.
1 and 3 weeks, and then you have to pay your own fare out there.
You have to get to Fiji, yes.
And then the more you spend, the longer you can spend on the
it's
island
£180 a week for as long as you like.
So it's like a timeshare, effectively.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're buying time on the island, but you're also buying into this community that means you can take part online, the big social network around the world, and people don't just meet up in Fiji, but in different parts of the world.
As timeshares go, it's very primitive, isn't it?
It's very basic. There was nothing on the island, and as you see in the programme tonight, when we arrive there, it's just the chief and his family, and we have to go through all these rituals of Fijian rituals before we can start building on the land. So I have to run around and find this whale's tooth to actually present to the landowners.
Let's have a look at that, because it's quite a complicated business.
We're going whale tooth shopping.
Whale hunting
Just
shop.
past the bank and the grocery store. You can buy your whale's tooth.
That's the shop. You him store. Chief's negotiating for us. There's none here.
No whale's tooth here? No. We're going to continue our hunt for the whale's tooth.
I'm interested, what was the tribe's view on you, sort of all coming with your internet tribe to set up a village on their island?
Sure, well, they were actually looking for people to come to their island to start a tourism project. So they were advertising for the lease. We didn't just turn up and say, can we come and do something here? So they were inviting people. And we were lucky we were the first ones to arrive, and even though we were just a couple of lads with backpacks, they actually said the chief believed in us and the idea and offered us the chance to lease his island.
What do you do when you get to the... not you, but what do the tribe members do when they turn up? Because it's not like swimming pools or tennis courts, it's just island and compost toilets.
That's right, it's not a resort at all. And the first members that arrived that you see in the programme tonight, there was a basic compost toilet which we built last minute, and that was it.
Oh, but look at it, Bill. You'd spend time on that island. That looks fantastic.
Well, this is what it's all about. What is paradise? And is it like this every day? But no, it's not. You have to share it with mosquitoes. And as we discovered, cyclones and political coups and fires and our own problems. But is it worth it? Is it worth the effort? And I think the programme will let you make that decision.
Very, very big backpack, though. There was a girl there with an enormous backpack. I mean, are you restricted on what you can take? This is meant to be a sort of an eco-friendly tourist resort. Presumably, a lot of it is about sustainability, isn't it?
Absolutely. Sustainability is one of the core goals of the project. And
don't take lots and leave lots.
Well, don't leave no trace and no plastic on the island. We recycle now about 88% of what we take to the island, so we're trying to minimise all that. So the great thing about the island is it's actually an isolated place, so you can see your impact really clearly, the cycle of life, and people learn a lot more there than maybe they would here.
You were looking, was it for 5,000 tribal members?
Initially we were looking for 5,000. The internet sort of, it's a bubble. We took off very fast, and then someone wrote a blog in California and said...
So how many members you got now?
It's a scam, and it went down. We're down to 1,350 now.
A bit short, aren't you?
Short, but a lot of them are staying longer, so it actually has worked out.
Okay.
Worked out well, so a stronger community.
Very interesting idea. Ben, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are you back off to Fiji now?
Not quite yet, but I can't wait to, especially after seeing that again.
All right, good to see you. Thank you. Paradise or Bust starts tonight. BBC 2, 9 o'clock, well worth a watch.